Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kristen. I'm anointed with the message. Thank you so much for being here. This is just going to be a quick reminder video. Now, yes, the Lord has called me to YouTube to share parts of my journey with y'all and those messages that are prophetic. I've definitely have not been perfect in my journey at all. With my kingdom marriage journey, I have not been perfect at all. I've definitely shown up in really wrong ways, and for that, I do apologize. But this is all a learning experience, and we have to learn through our mistakes. We have to learn through our mistakes, and through those mistakes, we learn wisdom, right? We learn wisdom, and we learn to do better. We learn to show up better. But anyways, through the journey, and past dreams and everything that the Lord has showed me, he showed me things in advance. He shares things with me in advance. But anyways, the Lord had just personally showed me to, when you and your spouse are becoming restored, when you're back into communication with each other, when you are working on restoration and you're becoming reconciled to each other, just keep it quiet. All right, keep it quiet, because there are monitoring spirits watching, and you don't want to open up more attacks your way by speaking about it. Speaking about it too much can really bring extra warfare, okay, to you and your journey, and you don't want that. So anyways, just be discreet. Be discreet about when that happens to you, between you and your spouse. And it's just an opportunity for when you two are working on that, so that you two can become strong. You and your spouse have to learn to become strong together. You and your spouse have to learn to communicate and to become strong with each other, so that you two can defend each other, and this journey and all of the tests and all of the trials and everything is just teaching the both of you, what not to do, basically what not to do, and basically to learn to not only do things the Lord's way, but really to learn. All of this is to learn to be able to communicate with each other. That when there is a problem that's going on between the two of you, that you must communicate with each other. That you must communicate with each other. Because like I've been sharing, on this channel before, if you and your spouse don't communicate, like how you're feeling, what's going wrong, what's going on, if you're feeling upset about something, towards one another, if you two do not communicate with that, if you don't communicate, then it's just like you're leaving the other person alone to navigate that, and it doesn't work. You can't leave each other alone in that regard. If there is an issue, if you have a problem with your spouse, if there's something that is upsetting you, then you need to be able to be free with your communication and to feel safe to be able to share how you feel with your spouse, and vice versa. Your spouse needs to come to a point where they will talk to you about how they're feeling, whether it's good or bad. They need to be able to do that with you, because if you don't know what the problem is, if you don't know how they're feeling, if they don't ever express that to you, then how can you offer a solution? You can't. You can't offer a solution if they're keeping quiet and they're suppressing their feelings. This is why it's so important to communicate. Okay? This is why it's so important to communicate with each other. But when the both of you are becoming restored and reconciled, it's about you two learning how to become strong together, so that when you do invite other people into your journey, so that when you do invite other people to know that you two are a thing, that you two are a couple, then you can defend each other. because it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 9, that two are better than one, and that the both of you can defend each other. Okay, you can defend each other. You can stand up for one another. You can fight for one another. And you can protect each other against those other people. If anyone decides to come in between your union, you know? So this is all about training. All of this is training. All of this is learning to stand by your spouse's side, to support them. This is about learning how to support your spouse. The both of you have to support one another. Protect one another. And this is the devotion part. This is about becoming devoted to each other. You must be devoted to each other enough where you will stand up for your queen, that you will stand up for your king, that you're going to stand up for each other, and that you're not going to let anything or anyone come in between you two. Because in Mark 10:9, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Don't let the enemy come in between you two. Don't let another person try to interfere in between you and your spouse. Don't let that happen. And this is all training so that the both of you can understand, okay, I see what's going on. I see what you're doing. I see you're trying to come and interfere. So we're going to kick you out. Okay? You got to put up boundaries with other people and not allow other people to distract you and your spouse from coming together, and not to let other people interfere with you two, because your union, your relationship is from the Lord, and it needs to be protected. You and your spouse's relationship, it needs to be protected. Okay? So when you got problems arising, shove people out. Okay? Keep the problems between you and your spouse and the Lord. No one else. No one else needs to know. All right? So, anyways, I hope that this helps someone, brings some clarity, brings some confirmation, but really keep things out of the comment. I want your journeys protected. All right? And I'm going to try and keep this in my mind to be careful with how I'm talking to you in the comments as well. But really, if you're needing help, feel free to email me. But I want your journey protected. All right? So again, from the top, when you and your spouse are becoming restored and reconciled together, when you two are about to cross over, when you're crossing over into your promised land, keep it quiet. When you're back into communication with each other, keep it quiet. Just protect your journey. All right? So I pray this message has helped someone, that it's just a reminder. We need so many reminders. The reminders are so necessary. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for them myself. I'm so thankful for the reminders that the Lord shares with me. And I just want to share them with you as well. So I'll see y'all next time as the Lord leads. Thanks for being here.